Hey, sixth graders, welcome back on Monday, February 8th. Weird week because we have conferences on Wednesday. I have some of your parents have actually reached out, so I will have a conference with a couple of you. Um, don't fear them. They're all designed for bettering all of us. So hopefully more sign up, but that's Wednesday. So then Thursday we have a day, and then we don't have school Friday. We don't have school next Monday. You don't have school the following Tuesday, and then Wednesday is that catch-up day. So we have a little bit of a break here. So we're going to finish this crossover tomorrow. But here we go for today's first half of the lesson. First off, the score of the Super Bowl was 31-9, and you'll see that no one got it. I was way off. The only one I will say, look at Camden did get the right score for the Bucks. Nailed it. But unfortunately, did not get the Chiefs score. So Camden was half right. It was almost there. Landon, you had the Chiefs scoring the least amount of points, so you were close there. But again, tough one. It's almost impossible. So today, part one, we're going to talk about prepositions. And now we're adding. So we've talked about nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Prepositions, I want to point out the word position is in it. Like the position of this is in my hand. Position of this is in my other hand. The position of this is on my desk. So think about things where things are. Also, position in time and position in circumstance. We'll get to that in a second. But remind you that nouns, we got to have all this. We're building. Nouns are a thing. So words like I, they, a lake, a spirit, or happiness is a thing. Nouns. Verbs are what the thing is doing. I ran. They were being sad. The lake was cold. Happiness is upon us. Happiness is here. These are all things. What is the thing doing? So ran, is, was, were being, will be running. Those are all part of verb phrases. Adjectives. What kind of thing are we talking about, right? So we have the words like red thing, a playful thing, a weird thing, or a funny thing. Those are all adjectives describing what kind of thing. And lastly, adverbs, how the thing is doing it. So if it's doing something, how is it doing it? Playfully. It might be doing something weirdly, or doing something funnily, or playfully running. Whatever word describes how something is being done, that's an adverb. Well, now we come to prepositions. They're a little different. So if you think about a sentence, we can add a noun, then a noun needs a verb, then I could add an adjective to describe that noun, and I could add an adverb to describe that adverb. I might have 4 words now. I can still add more. And prepositions really describe, they're phrases that describe time, place, or position. So for instance, I sailed. I is a noun, sailed is what I'm doing. I could add into this sentence, I sailed in a boat around the world over the course of a year with my buddies in complete chaos through storms of great magnitude without dying. All of that is add to that. I could make this a crazy long sentence. I could. I still just have I sailed. Everything else is a preposition. So here's what you should do is take some notes. So you should pause the video, take these notes, because it really is about understanding what keywords. You can recognize them pretty quick. So keywords and prepositions always talk about position and place. So I could be in something. We went in the store. Around the store. Through the store. With. We went with the security guard. So that you might be like, Mr. Slade, that's not about position. It is. The position that we're in is next to someone. Next to would be a preposition. But in this case, it's with the security guard. So we went, yes. How did we go? In which way? We went with the security guard. All right, then we have behind, by, into, near, to, between, under. I want you to write these words down. In, around, through, with, across, behind, by, into, near, to, between, under. Because when you see those words, you know they're prepositions. They also work with time and situation. So for instance, we went at noon, or we have many examples of sandwiches. So that's situation, right? I have examples. What I have examples of sandwiches. That's extra information. We will go in 20 minutes. We left around 3 o'clock. We arrived after the parade. We left before the parade. So again, time. If a phrase is telling you when something happened, or like more information about it, describing the situation, probably a preposition. Now, here's the thing to remember. You can delete or cross out a preposition and you will still have a complete sentence. So if I take at noon and get rid of it, I still have we went. That would work as a sentence. Same thing, we have many examples. I can just put a period there, get rid of sandwiches, I still have a sentence. We will go in 20 minutes. I get rid of in 20 minutes, I still have a sentence. We will go. So if you can delete or cross out a phrase and your sentence still makes sense with a noun and a verb, chances are you got rid of a preposition. Okay? So here's your work for today in your notebook. So this right here, this should be, I want you to take down this definition, prepositions, word phrases that indicate time, place, and position. I want you to write down these words in, around, and, at, of, in, around, after, before. I want you to add all that to your notes, your mini lessons. And then in your mini lessons, I want you to do this work. Write 5 sentences today by adding prepositions. That's actually like a total preposition. Write 5 sentences today, right? By adding, that's an actual preposition in a preposition. Start with a noun and a verb. I don't care which one you choose. I picked they arrived. Then I want you to add one preposition. They arrived after us. So look back here at your list of words, okay? Then add another one. They arrived after us with their dog. So after us is a preposition. I added another one, with their dog. And each time you write this, make sure you put a period at the end because that's a sentence. Then add another preposition. They arrived after us with their dog in a wagon. So I have after us, with their dog, in a wagon, and then add one more. So you're going to write 5 sentences and add a preposition each time. Then step 2 is after you're done with writing those 5, go back and I want you to cross out each preposition phrase separately. So don't just cross out the whole sentence. So if I say they arrived after us with their dog, I cross out after us, then I cross out with their dog. And I'm left with they arrived. All right, you don't have to do the same thing. You could change it up if you want to get complicated. You're welcome to do that. This is the easiest way to do that. Then take a photo, submit to Schoology, and that is your discussion post for today. Then part 2 would be do the crossover, and at the end of crossover, I want you to ask one more question today in terms of the crossover. Okay, so something that you want to know more about. All right, that's your work for today. Can't wait to see your stuff. We'll see you tomorrow.